Welcome to Games That Should Fight, the series where two random games from my library face off against each other in random categories picked out by you, the viewer. I'll be playing both games for 1 hour each, after which we'll spin the wheel to see in which categories they'll be facing off. Since this is the first installment in the series, I had to make up a few myself, but if there are enough recommendations for the next episode, we can start doing viewer exclusive picks, or we'll keep some for me if you like them. We'll see. I am your host for today, Dango. Thank you for having me, and let's get straight to the first pick, even though you already know. So it's Another World versus Street Fighter. Why are they booing for this one? I started off playing Another World. I picked the hardest difficulty, of course, and after a pretty lengthy opening cutscene explaining why we are in another world, we finally get in the game. As you can see, it's a 2D game. What you can't see though is that everything kills you in one hit. The monkey, a gunshot, this hole, this other hole, the worms, and every time you die, you get set back to the last checkpoint. I hear you asking, so is it just like every other game? Yes, it encourages you to learn by failing and using your brain. For my hour of playing, I was stuck for like 20 minutes, twice. So apparently, I really got the Another World experience. If you pick this one up, please play it with the arrows and not the joystick. It definitely wasn't made with joystick controls in mind. Since it's a sort of puzzle game, I would just blame the getting stuck on myself, except for this part where it looks like the gap is way too big to jump, since one of the pillars looks to be in the background. That's not my fault. Street Fighter 6 as a game was so boring. It was literally do a fight that is impossible to lose, watch a cutscene, talk to some people and repeat. I made it a rule for myself not to skip the cutscenes, and even though they were pretty bad, the most fun part of this game was watching the Russian girl tickle the lion. Definition of a boring story mode, never willingly playing again. In just the first hour, including 40 minutes without progress, Another World takes you along through varied, unique landscapes, all telling you a story. The different creatures inhabiting all the lands makes the world really feel lived in, and the game asking you to interact with the levels differently using the moveset you pretty much have at the beginning makes it all the more interesting. Now for Street Fighter. What is better, no voice acting or bad voice acting? Nah, who am I kidding? Before I give it to Another World, let me tell you what art I like in Street Fighter 6. So the intro was cool, and I also like the title card. Whenever they do like the 2D cinematics, that's where they really shine. Pretty easy sweep for Another World. Leave some ideas for the next episode. Don't go easy on me, the crazier the better. And I'll pick one myself. For the next one, I'm gonna put feet in there. So see what you wanna have. Feet is my pick. If I see some good ones in the comments, I'll put them in the wheel for the next episode. For the games we did today, both will be removed from the wheel, but the outcome of this match might be relevant for the future.